Hello guys, and welcome to No Sevens Dice Club Craps Edition. Well, I just want to say welcome to all my YouTube subscribers. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being a part of the No Sevens Dice Club community. To all the people watching this video for the first time, welcome to my channel and to my community on YouTube. Hopefully, while you're here, you can learn some great stuff. Check out the other videos. Check out what other people are learning. I just want you guys to be successful. It's the reason why I do these videos at the casino and give you different ideas on different strategies that I come up with. And if you guys have a strategy, please share with me. I'll be more than happy to give you a shout out. I'll be more than happy to go over it, dissect it for you, see how it does on the board, and we'll go from there. So I had something that happened to me that was pretty interesting, and I didn't even realize it, and I did not plan this at all, but I wanted to share with this before we get into this strategy. Is when I was doing the poor man's craps, I realized I did a 24 strategy, I did a 34 strategy, and I had one of my YouTube subscribers, Dean, who sent me a strategy that he does at the casino, which was a $44 strategy. And I was thinking, should I do a $54 strategy and just keep the theme going? Well, I'm not going to keep the theme going. In fact, I'm going to knock it all the way back down. This would have been a great strategy for the poor man's craps edition. The series I did back in November. If you haven't checked it out, please check it out. But this would have been a great strategy. This one is, you can do it, you cannot do it. It's totally up to you, whatever you feel like doing. I came up with this one at the casino because I left my wallet at the house, my casino wallet, and so the only thing I had on me was $120, and I had to hurry up and think of a strategy to get me through. And yes, I could have gone to the ATM and cashed out a bunch of money in my savings, but I didn't want to do that because I didn't want to spend the $5 at the ATM at the casino. So I had $120. I played $120 at the casino, won a few dollars, and I was happy. I had a really good time doing it. So let's go ahead and talk about this strategy. And please comment, let me know what you think of this strategy, because this is totally out of left field that I came up with this strategy. And let me know what your thoughts are, how you would improve this strategy, if you would even do this strategy, whatever you think. But let's get into the meat of this strategy. Let's talk about this strategy because I thought it was pretty cool. I played for about 2 hours on this strategy. Did pretty well with it. Made some money with it too. Actually, I didn't make a lot of money because the strategy is not really made for a lot of money, but I did pretty good. So enough of me ranting about the strategy. Let's talk about the strategy. Oh, and timeout. Guess what I have for you guys? I've listened to you guys. You guys wanted different numbers, so guess what I have? Voila, red numbers. So we're going to introduce red numbers. So we're going to get into, we're going to have red numbers now too. So we have blue numbers, we have red numbers, we have green numbers that do not show up, but we have those too. So, all right, enough talking. You guys are hopefully still with me and not already turned me off and you're like, just no sevens, get on with this strategy. Let's go, stop ranting over here, and let's get on with this thing. So, all right. The way this strategy works is we have, it's called a $12 one-hit wonder strategy. Basically, it's exactly what it sounds like. It's a one-hit wonder strategy. It works really well because we're going to take advantage of the lowest house edge on the craps table, pretty much. So the 6 and the 8 have one of the best dice combinations besides the 7. They have the second highest dice combinations between the 6 and the 8 you can roll. And I think the house edge is 1.6%, 1.65%, somewhere around there for the 6 and for the 8. So we are going to take advantage of the dice combinations favor the 6 and the 8 more than any other number on the board. So let's go ahead and let's play the 6 and the 8. That's what the strategy is about, is playing the odds in our favor, being smart craps players. So we're going to set up the board before we get into a live roll. So basically, the way this strategy works is we're going to set up $6 on the 6, $6 on the 8, so $12. Hence the name, a $12 one-hit wonder strategy. So our goal is to hit a 6 or 8 before we 7 out. So let's say we hit the 8. So we hit the 8, we're going to get paid $7. So let's go ahead and get paid $7. So we're going to get paid $7 because we hit the 8. So we hit the 8, and we're going to mark the 8 real quick. So we get paid the 8. So we hit the 8, we're going to get paid $7. All right. This is where the one-hit wonder comes in. We're going to take $5. We're going to put it on the field. We're going to take $2 because if you notice, we're setting up for the Iron Cross, except for we don't have the 5. So what we are going to do, we're going to drop these $2 to the stick man or stick lady, whoever it may be, and we're going to say, hop the 5s. So now we have a chance to potentially make a lot of money if we hit the 5. We have a chance to make $5 if we hit the 3, the 4, the 9, the 10, or the 11, or make $10 if we hit the 2, the 12, and if the field pays triple on the 12, you have a chance to make $15. So you can really make a lot of money on the field, and you can make a lot of money on the 15. And the house edge drops from 5.5% down to 2.5% if you have a triple 12. So it's just to keep aware of, if you're going to the casino tables, look for the triple 12. They're rare. They don't have a lot of them out there. I have one triple 12 table out of 15 casinos I go to. So that's how rare a triple 12 is, because it drops the casino's edge from 5.5 down to 2.5%. So, all right, enough math. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit the 8. We're going to get paid $7. We're going to take our $5, drop it in the field. We're going to take these $2, hop the 15s. Okay. Hop the 5s for $15 each. Correction. And so the worst case scenario that we're going to do is either we're going to hit the 6 or the 8. We're going to lose the field, but we're still going to get paid $2. So you're asking, all right, no 7. So what do you do here? So this is what you can do, because we're going to lose that. We're going to lose the hops because the hops are one-term bets. So those are gone. So you have an option. You can collect the $7, put this in your rack, pull down your 6 and 8, or you can put this in the field, hop the 5s again, or you can collect the $2, put this up to the 9 or the 5, roll again, hit the 5 or the 9, and you can start working on the 22 inside if you want to. It's totally up to you. What I did at the casino was I put it in the field. I hopped the 5s, and there was a couple times where I hit the 6 and the 8, and then I won back $7. I won $2, but I broke even on the field because the field's one-term bet. So this came up. I collected the $2, and that's all I made was $2. So I basically won back my hops. So, and what I did then, if I knew that it was a while before I hit the 6 or the 8, say I was hitting the 4, the 5, the 9, the 10 a couple of times, hitting a couple of the field numbers. I wasn't hitting the 6 or 8, and I was up there in my throw count. I was hitting 5 or 6 throws on the dice before I hit the 6 and 8. And then I tried it one time, and I didn't hit it, and I hit the 8 again, or the 6. I would take the $7. I would pull down the 6 and 8, and the worst thing is I won $7. So it's totally up to you on how you want to play this. I mentioned this strategy to my best buddy. I call him Moneybags Aaron. He always follows me. Good buddy of mine. We always go shoot dice together. Moneybags AB says this is another way you can do the strategy. So the way he said to recommend that he said to do this was that when you get paid the $7, is that you can hop the 5s for the $2. You can put this on the field, and then you can pull down your bets for the 6 and the 8, because you have 3 chances to hit the 6, 3 chances to hit the 8 for $6. So you have, you're going to pull this down, you're going to pull this down. So you're not even going to play the field you're going to play the field, but you're going to collect $6, and then you're going to have this right here. So you have more chances to make $15. So you have 2 times right here. So 2 to hop the 5s, and then $6 because you're going to hop the 6s and the 8s for $6. And then you have a $5 for the field. So worst case scenario is you hit the field, you're going to collect $5 and you're going to lose the $6 up here. So it's kind of risky. It's however your risk management is. This is one way he recommended. You can say that there's something different if you want to. But for me, the way I like to play this and the way I was playing this and having success was that I would hit one time the 6 or 8, take the $2 and put the $5 on the field, and then I'll hop the 5s, and then I'll collect the $15. Say you landed on the 5s, because there was a couple of times, the way my dice set is, I landed on the 5s a couple of times, I collected the $15. When you collect the $15, don't forget to pull down your hops, because they're going to keep the hop bets up there. You're still going to have $2 up there on your hops. So don't forget to pull down those $2. Unless you don't care about it, then just tell the dealer, take those $2 and that's your tip. Totally up to you. But let's do a couple of live rolls and I'll show you how I did it. I kept it up like this. I would hit the 6 or 8 and then I would do, or I hit the field. I'll get paid $5. I'll lose the $2. So I'll lose the $2 over here for the hops. I'll collect $5 in the field. This will come here. Now I have the iron cross. So it's totally up to you. Now you have every number covered except for the 7, and you're just going to keep on rolling. Super easy, lots of money. The most money you're at risk is $12. So you're not risking a lot of money, and you're not going to be making a lot of money, but you are going to start collecting it once when you hit the 6 or 8 and you make the field bet or the 5s, however you want to. Basically what you want to do is when you're hopping the 5s for $2, you want to try to hit that because that's $15 you're going to get paid on right there. Worst case scenario, you hit the field, you get paid $5. That'll be the second worst. The worst one of all is hit the 6 or the 8. Then you have to kind of pretty much start all over or just pull down your bets, whatever you want to do. The 6 or 8 is not your friend when you have the hops on the 5 and then you have the field and you're trying to get another number. You want to get the field or you want to get the 5. But let's go ahead and do a couple live rolls. I wanted to pass the strategy on to you. Hopefully you like it. Just something I thought of right out of left field when I was sitting at the casino. I was like, wait a minute. We can do something really cool with this strategy. So let's do a couple live rolls. Let's see what we can do and let's have some fun with this crazy strategy. All right. So let's go ahead and set this up. So we'll put this out here. These are not DC bets. I had a couple people asking me about the $44 two-step strategy about these DC bets. These are not DC bets. I just have a lot of chips up here and I do not want everything rolling off on me because I have numbers back here and everything else. So no DC bets unless I tell you. Okay, just want to make sure that's clear. So let's go ahead and bust out the blue dice. And let's go ahead and you can do this on random shooters. You can do this on us. It's totally up to you, whatever you feel comfortable with. A lot of my strategies are for us as the shooters because we know who we are as dice controllers, dice setters. But this strategy, you can do either one. You can do this for random people if you want. You can do this for yourself. Totally up to you, however you want to. But let's go ahead and get this thing started. Let's do a bankroll. I did it with $120. Let's say we'll do it for $150. Let's try $150 and see how we do. We'll bring $150 to the casino. So we have $150. We're going to drop a $5 for the pass line because we're going to shoot the dice first and we're going to do a $1 crap check. I have some people that say no 7s. You're crazy because you're wasting $1 doing the crap check. I'm not crazy. I'd rather lose $1 than lose $5. I'd rather, and trust me, this is the lowest insurance bet you can make. Even if you hit one of, the 2, the 3, or the 12, you're not going to lose the $5. In fact, you're going to collect $2 plus your $5 is back on the pass line. So it's well worth losing $1. If you can't afford losing $1 for a crap check, then you shouldn't even be at the craps table. Yes, there's other ways to play it. I have different ways to show you different crap checks. I will bring that out to you in different videos, how I do it. But I do the dollars when I'm playing with low risk strategies. When we get into bigger, higher strategies, that are coming out in the next few months, I will show you how aggressive I can play at the craps table and really cash in when I hit a lot of the horn numbers and really make some serious money. But all right, let's get on to the strategy. So we have $150 and we're gonna subtract $5 for the pass line and we're gonna subtract the dollar. So we're at $144. Let's establish a point. All right, here we are, the 415. All right, so the point marker is gonna come to the 5. We are going to mark the 5 with the beautiful blue numbers. If we can find a 5, we'll be in business. I have over 45 numbers I've cut out, and I cannot find a 5. Oh my goodness. I found all the ones though, so hopefully we don't not need any more ones. All right, so $6 on the 6, $6 on the 8, minus $12. So we're at $132. So we start out with 150. We are at 132. Let's roll a number. All right, the 3, 5. So the 8 right off the bat. There we go. That is what we want. So we're going to mark the 8. We are going to get paid $7. So $7. And just like what I just mentioned to you, we're going to take $5, put it in the field. $2 is going to hop the 5s. Even though we have the pass line covered and it's on the 5, we're still going to hop the 5s no matter what. So it's a great question you're asking me, but no 7s. You already have a pass line bet. Why would you hop the 5s? This is totally up to you. You cannot hop the 5s if you don't want to. You can collect this $2 and put it in your chip rack and call it a day, but I'm going to hop the 5s. It's $2. All right. So here we go. All right, the 639. So we did not make anything off the 5s, but we did make $5 in the field. So we're gonna hit the hit the field. This is gonna come off. And we are going to add in the $5 for the field and another $5 because we won in the field. So we're at $142. So, but we're also gonna subtract. Actually, I don't even want to do that. So let's subtract that. We're still at $132 after we subtract the $12 for the 6 and the 8. We're not going to count the field in our rack. And we're going to take this $5 and we're going to put it right here. So we're going to do the iron cross. And let's go ahead and mark the 9. So that way, now we're all set up to do whatever we want to with this. So there's the 5, 5. There's the hard 10. So let's go ahead and mark the 10. And actually what I want to do is I'm going to take this 5 down and I'm going to put it with the red. So that way that's our number. That way we know that 5 is our number. So we just made $5. So let's add that into our rack. So that's $137. And that rolled right off the viewing screen. That went right onto the stage. So hopefully I don't knock the camera over like I did before. So that's the 5, 5. All right, that's the 10. So we are going to get paid another $5. So we're going to add that. That's $142. So let's go ahead and mark the 10. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to go check that camera, make sure it did not move too much. So let me put this down. Let me check the camera real quick and I'll be right back. Hold on one second. And if you guys notice in my cameras, it always moves. All right, we're looking good. My camera, it always moves sometimes. I don't know if you check out the other videos. That is not me moving it. That is some other freaky stuff going on in this craps table room that moves this camera. So I'm just putting it out there. All right, that's the 6-3. I don't know if you guys can see that in view, but I'll bring that up. There's the 6-3. So that's the 9. So we're going to mark the 9. We are going to win another $5 in the field. So we're going to put that in the adding machine. So $5 is $147. So we are $3 away from breaking even. The 5-2, so that's the 7. So this comes to an end. We're at $147, so we hit the 7. All right, so we lose all this. So we didn't get back to our starting point, but we only lost $3 in this whole entire thing. We could have pulled down and collected all of our money. So we could have done that too. We could have pulled all this money down after a couple of rolls, you know, say the 9 to 10, whatever you thought, and just pulled all this money down and collected it. So it's totally up to you, whatever your thought process is. You know, there's some people that tell me that they pull down after 3 or 4 hits. That's fine. I like to play the short game too. So after a couple hits, sometimes I'll pull down. Depends on how comfortable I feel with that table. So, all right. Say, let's try this on the random shooter. Say we have a random shooter who's coming in. He's sitting right next to us. He did pretty well. We watched him roll a few times before we put any money on him. He seems like he's a pretty halfway decent shooter. We sized him up a couple of times at the table, watching him roll before we put any money on him. So let's go ahead and try this on a random shooter. So with the random shooter, we're not going to put any money on the pass line because we're not going to do, we're not going to have a contract bet down here. So that way when we want to pull down our money off the table, all of our money is coming back in our rack and nothing's being held hostage by a point marker. So let's go ahead, let's let him set up a point and let's go ahead and get this thing started. All right, so the 5-2, 7. So he comes right off the bat and shoots a 7. So he hits the 7. All right, let's see if he can get something else for us. All right, the 4-2, 6. So he hits the 6. So the point marker is going to go to the 6. And if you like the red numbers, just let me know. I mean, I have some comments that people want to see the red numbers. So there they are. All right, because we don't have a pass line, yes, we are still going to play the 6 and the 8. So let's set that up. So we're going to drop $6 on the 8 and $6 on the 6. And this is all we're going to risk on this guy, no matter what. You know, this is low risk betting. So let's see what we can get. All right, the 5-1, 6. So I don't know if that's in view for you guys, but let's bring that in. So there's the 5-1, 6. So he hits the point right off the bat. I don't have a lot of numbers of reds, so we're going to have to, hopefully, I don't run out. So he hits the point marker. This is going to come off. We're going to get paid $7. That's correct, guys, $7. So we're going to get paid $7. This is going to go in our rack for right now. So we're going to put this in our rack right now. This is not a DC bet. This is our rack for right now. So we're going to wait for him to establish a point. All right, that's the 6-3. That's the 9. So there you go, right there in view. So let's see. All right. Well, the bottom is nothing but littered with red numbers so far. So that's the 9. All right, point marker is going to come to the 9. We'll have the $7 that we were having before. So we're going to drop it in the field. We're going to tell him hop the 5s. So he's going to hop the 5s. And let's roll a number and see what we get. The 6, 4, 10. There we go. So he hits the 10. So it's not totally bad, but it's not we wanted 5, but we hit the 10. So we win $5 in the field. That's going to go here in the 5. The hops are going to come down. And now we need to subtract the $12. We did not subtract the $12, so we're at $135. We were at 147. We're at 135 right now. So good thing you guys told me about taking down the, subtracting the $12. All right, so we hit the 4-1-5. So it was one roll too late. But it does pay us $7. So that's the only bad thing about the Iron Cross is that when you're playing the field and this, you're only going to collect $2 because this is going to come off and you're going to get paid like this. And then, of course, you have to add another $5. So what you can do, and it's totally up to you, if you know your throw count and you're doing pretty well, you can take, when you get paid the $7, because this is going to come off, when you hit the 5, you can sit there and say, press me on the 5, drop another $5 in the field. So that's what we're going to do, and we're going to collect $2. So we're going to subtract $5. So we're at 130 plus $2 is $132. All right. So we had the 5 that is pressed. All right, so that's the 3-3. That's a hard 6. So I'll move that into view. There we go. It didn't roll. So that's the 3-3. So hard 6. So once again, we're going to lose in the field, but we're going to collect $2 more. So we're going to collect $2, and then what we're going to do is we're going to press the 6. So we're going to press the 6, and we're going to drop another $5. So we're going to subtract $5 equals 127 plus $1 equals 128. So this dollar is going to go in a rack. So kind of losing money here right now, but we're setting ourselves up for success, and we'll go from there. So now if we hit the 5 or the 6, we're going to get paid $9, or we're going to get paid $14. But after subtracting $5 from the field, we're going to collect $9. So just something to think of. All right, the 3-1-4. So that's going to pay us $5. So plus 5 equals $133. All right, and now I'm going to go ahead and mark that 4 for us. All right, so this shooter is doing pretty well. So this is where you can sit there and kind of look at his stroke count and say, all right, do I want to keep on going? Because I have some good money pressed up on the 5 and the 6. Do I want to pull down, or what do I want to do? If it was me, I feel pretty confident I made some good money with this. I'll go ahead and pull down and say, and wait for the next shooter. This guy could be on a hot roll. He could roll the next 40 times. I've done that a couple of times where I pull down after the 5th or 6th hit, and the guy went on to roll 40, 50 more times, and I'm sitting there for the next hour staring at everybody at the table like, why did I pull off my bets? But the good news is all my money's back in my rack, and I can care less. But let's just keep on rolling for video's sake. But for me, I would have pulled down my bets by now because I made good money. All right, 6-1-7. That's the reason why right there. Because you never know when that ugly 7 is going to rear its ugly head. All right. So that is the 7. And as you can see, I don't know if you guys can see this or not. Here, I'll bring this into view. 1 and the 6. All right. So with this guy, he did pretty good. He hit the 6 right here with the points. Then he established the 9. And then he went on to hit. So he hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So he's right in average, because your average is 6 to 7 rolls. And how we did was we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're right in average too of what the average is. Your average roll is 6 to 7 rolls before you have to come down. Now, if we were to pull down this money beforehand, we would have had $10. That would have been 12. So that would have been 22 right there. Then we had another 5 and another 1 plus another 5. So we would have done pretty well. So we would have had right here, we would have had, that's $25. That's $30. That's $33. So we would have been at $166 right now if we would have pulled down before we 7 out. We had $133. So we would have been at $166. So we would have been ahead of this game by $16 already. So that's where you have to be just aware of your strategy. So let's go ahead and let's not worry about pressing the iron cross. Let's go ahead and just try just how the iron cross does one more time, because I think you guys get the base of the strategy. No point in keeping you guys on this YouTube video. So let's try one more time. I'm going to pick up all these numbers, and we're going to do one roll on ourselves, and we're going to see how we do. So I think you guys got pretty much the hang of the strategy. And then, you know, like I said, just comment below if you would change anything, how you would do it. What are your thoughts? Do you like it? Do you do not like it? Whatever you guys think. So let's go ahead and roll. Let's see what we can get. So we are betting on ourselves. So we're going to drop $5 for the pass line. And we're going to do a $1 crap check. So we got to subtract $6. Let's see if we can get ourselves back to at least $150. So minus $6 out of 133 is a 127. So here we are. The 5-1-6. All right. And we're going to drop $12 to the dealer. We're going to tell him the 6 and the 8, and he's going to say, you already got money on the pass line? Say, I know, I want it on the 6. So minus $12 is $115 is where we're at right now. All right. The 4-4, so that's the hard 8. So let's go ahead and start marking all these numbers because I forgot to mark some numbers on the $44 two-step. And that was a good roll. We did a 40-plus roll on that one. I was not expecting it to be that long. So, and then we hit the 8. All right. So just like before, we're going to collect $7. And we're going to hit the field, hop the 5s, and let's see what we can do. That's the good thing about playing the 6 and the 8. Because the house edge is so low and the dice combinations are so high, you have a greater chance of getting onto casino money fairly quickly. So that's the one thing I like about the 6 and the 8. All right, so the 6, 2, 8, worst case scenario, we hit the 8. That's one thing we do not want to hit, but I'm glad we hit the 8. We're going to lose the hops. And this is the option you have right now. This is how you can decide on what you want to do. So we're going to lose the field bet, but we're going to get paid $2 more. Do you want to take the field and collect the $5, or do you want to hop the 5s? Let's just say we're going to play it again, and we're going to hop the 5s again. Let's try it again. So let's hop the 5s again. Let's see if we can do something this time. Four, 1, 5. Jackpot. This is what you want. Bonus money right here. Awesome sauce. Whatever you want to call it. Get all pumped up for $15 because you're going to do really well. So we hit the hops. So we hit the 4, 1, 5. So we're going to get paid $15. We're going to lose in the field, but we're going to collect $15. But our hops are still up here. So what we are going to do is we're going to tell them, take down our $2 hops. We don't want that on there anymore. We're going to collect $2. So plus $2 is $117. This is going to go back in our rack. We're going to get paid the $15. Actually, we're going to lose $1. I'm sorry. We're going to lose one of the hops. So it's going to be $116 is where we're at because we're only going to collect one of the hops. So we're going to lose one of the hops. I'm sorry. And then because it was a 4-1, it wasn't the 3-2. It was the 4-1 that hit. So. And then, so we have $15. We're going to put one in the field. We're going to put one on the 5, and we're going to collect this one. So, or if you want to, you can put it on the 5. And just that way it can be your bonus bet if you hit it again. It's totally up to you. I'm going to collect the money. So let's do that. So we're at $121. We're trying to get to 150. So let's see if we can, 150. So let's see if we can do it. All right. So we're at the 6-2. So we're at the 8. So we're going to lose in the field, but we're going to get paid for the 8, so another $2. This is going to be a slow road to China if we are hitting nothing but the 6 and the 8s. We want the 12, and we want the 2. All right, so 6, 2, 8. We're hitting a lot of inside numbers. Let's see if we can hit a couple of field numbers. The 5, 4, 9, there we go. So we're going to win in the field, so we're going to win $5. This is going to go in a rack, so we're at $128. All right, so we're pretty much almost back to right where we started from at the start of this one. The 6, 4, 10, perfect. Another field number. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean to be coughing into the microphone. So $10. So the 10. So plus $5 is $133. All right, almost back to where we started from. And that's the nice thing about this strategy is that you do not get into too much of a downhill slide with this strategy. The 6, 4, 10 again. So let's go ahead and mark the 10, and we are going to get paid $5 again. So we're at $138. So 138 is where we are at. And this is the option where you can sit there and you can say, all right, I made enough money, pull me down. Or you can just sit there and say, you know what? I've already made back all my money. Let's just let it roll and see how we do. So the 3, 2, 5. So there we go. And if we would have put that extra $5 on that 5, we would have been paid $9 instead of $7. I mean, instead of $2. So it's just totally up to you on what you, on how you want to play it. But we put the $5 in our rack. So, but we're going to collect $2 on this because we're going to lose in the field. We're going to get paid $7 here. So we made $2. So we're at $140. All right, there's the 4, 4. That's the hard 8. Bring this into view for you guys, where you guys can see it. So that's the 4, 4. That's the hard 8. We're going to lose in the field, but we're going to collect $2 more. So we're at $142. All right, the 3, 2, 5. So we are going to lose in the field, but we are going to collect another $2. So plus 2 is 144. All right. The 5, 1, 6. Bam. Perfect. So that's going to come off. We are going to get paid a couple different ways. So let's go ahead and get ourselves paid on this. So we are at the 6, and I have a black spot right here, so I'm not going to put any more numbers. If I'm just going to put the 6 right here. So, all right. So we're going to get paid $2. Actually, let's go ahead and pay ourselves the $7. We're going to lose on the field, but we're going to collect the $7. So that way, we're just going to collect the full 7. That way, we don't have to take it up in our rack because we hit the point marker. So let's just do the plus 7 is 151 plus the $5 for the pass line. We're going to drop $1 for the crap check. So we're at $155 right now is right where we stand. If we wanted to get to 150, we're at $5 over. All right, the 5, 1, 6. So we hit the 6 again. Replace the 6. So we hit the 6. We're going to go back and hit the 6 again. So that's right where we are. Oop, wrong dice. So we need the 6. Because it's the 5, 1, 6. And so we're going to subtract $5. So we're at $150 right now is right where we stand. Crap track's going to come down, and we're going to roll again. Let's see how we do. 5, 2, 7. So we hit the 6 as the point marker. It's going to come off. We hit the 7. Bam. There we go. So we finished the game. We wanted to get to $150 to break even before we started out with the next session, and we got to $150. All right, and I just realized I'm up on my video time. So thank you guys for checking out my video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. And let me know what your thoughts and comments are. And I will talk to you guys later.